Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm here in Dubai. Used to live in Chile, but now living in Dubai. It's great here, but it's an interesting type of life. Very expensive life here, but it's fun. Man, I kind of miss home. I'd look forward to going back to Chile one day, but for now, I'm here and I'm enjoying it. Wow, what a news cycle, right? There's lots of information, a lot of news that we're going to be talking about today. Also going to be talking about the Wyckoff pattern, which was the only thing most of us was hanging our hats on when it comes to Bitcoin going up. Unfortunately, that Wyckoff pattern is going to be into a Wyckoff nightmare if I show you what I'm about to show you, and I will show it to you, and you need to accept what it's telling you, because odds are we're going down. I'm still 70% bearish that we're going down. Now, that can change, of course. That can change if the price action can just go higher than 36,600, but we're not going to do that. So, we're going to talk about what this all means, what the news cycle means, and what does that mean? We're going to see some bullishness or bearishness, and how to really handle ourselves in this particular environment. Okay, with that said, remember, this is not financial advice, it's just entertainment, news entertainment, really. And if I talk about anything to buy, really, it's you should do your own research before putting any money into the market. Okay, well, before I get onto the news, I want to talk about my subscriptions, right? As we're here live right now. A lot of us are watching this live and participating. They're going to ask me questions at the end of the show, and I'm going to be answering it. If you want to be a part of that, you can do so by subscribing. And also what you get is you also get my tradings, what trades I'm making, and also what altcoins I'm buying as well. Pretty cool. And you have Lee also in the group trading alongside of us as well. So yeah, it's a fun group and we're all having a great time. So join us. Come on down and join us. Okay, with that said, next is the crypto bubbles. Let's take a look at that. Crypto bubbles. Okay, so XDC is pumping, AMP, Titan, waves a little bit. This is like a 30-day pump. So, yeah, but everything else is in the red still over the last 30 days. And, it's starting to come down because, most of them are going sideways or not moving or moving up slightly. And so, yeah, we're going to see a lot of these in the next, 10 days or so become these bubbles, the percentages in these bubbles become a lot smaller. But this is crypto. The majority of them will still be big. One way or another. All right, on to the Wyckoff, right? Well, we've seen this, right? We've seen this being talked about many times, that we were in phase C, moving into phase D of the accumulation pattern here, of the Wyckoff accumulation. And I want to point out that yes, it does look similar, right? And we did talk about how it looks similar, right? We have some similarities here to the Wyckoff accumulation, but we also have similarities to the Wyckoff distribution. So, yeah. You can see that this is an accumulation phase right here, right there, right here. And this looks like an accumulation phase over here, right here. Right here. And so, let me just, hang on, let me undo this. So this right here looks like the one side, and this looks like the, the distribution side. Kind of familiar, right? Over, if we look at the whole Wyckoff logic here. Just some food for thought as I continue to remain bearish on the market. 70% chance down and only a 30% chance up. Now, remember, Remember, at any point in time, Bitcoin can come say, this is Bitcoin, right? And turn things around and kick the dollar down the rabbit hole. But we're still waiting for that. And yeah, that's a lot of hopium. Oh, damn. And that's all we've got left. All we have is hopium. And, you know, a $22 billion hedge fund, 0.72, reportedly searching for a head of crypto. So that means, yes, crypto's not going away just because we're going down. We have a 70% chance of going down. We're not going away. People they know that Bitcoin's here. They know Bitcoin's going to stick around. They know that this is a real asset class and they need to be a part of it. They need to trade it. They need to profit from it before the other people do and realize that it is real and that that's a tool for saving your wealth. All right, moving on to another crypto, an altcoin called Cardano, or ADA. There is about $31 billion worth being staked in Cardano, right? $31 billion worth of Cardano is staked, also representing more than 71% of the 44 billion total supply of the digital asset. And the reason why is because, well, everybody wants to increase their wealth, and they're increasing by 5% on them by doing a proof of stake on Cardano. Now, my only concern is eventually people are going to realize, hey, wait a second, there's not much tool use case for this except for staking, right? When people are going to figure that out, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how long that takes. But I think this will not, the realization will not occur till after the final bubble where we explode higher. So make sure you do not hold Cardano at the end of the cycle, unless you want to write it down to like 95% loss. But then it'll probably come back around, right? So long as the software does work and it works as advertised, then yeah, they'll be back. They'll be back. Don't worry, right? So you could ride it all the way down. But it will definitely be hit hard. All right. Well, in Germany, allowing 415 billion investments into crypto takes effect. Well, I don't know why a law has to come into effect to allow people to use their own money to buy crypto. Seems a little crazy to me. People should be able to free to buy whatever they want. Same with the corporations, but hey, that's governments. The government's like gonna say, okay, we allow you to do what you want with buy some crypto with your money. I know, it's a benign asset. It's, you can decide whether or not to buy it or not, and it may or may not do something, right? But we bless you with being able to buy. What? Ridiculous. But that's the way our system is, right? Unbelievable. Oh boy, so Bitcoin and crypto assets to trigger the largest redistribution of wealth in the history of mankind. Raoul Paul saying, yes. Like, if you would go down and read what he's saying, I'm going to watch. I haven't watched this yet, but I'm going to watch it because it sounds interesting. Okay. What is happening is a parallel financial system. And even more than a financial system, it is a new digital architecture of the world is being built. There's new promised land, and people are migrating across at unbelievable speeds. So true, so true. You are at the very beginning. It doesn't matter what Bitcoin does in the short term. All this ups and down, whether we break out here, right, and go higher, or go all the way down to 18K and settle out there, irrelevant. Irrelevant. In the end, this whole market will go crazy. It'll be a lot higher valuation. There will be people saying, oh, man, you're a genius to hold through. Amazing to hold through all that, man. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, you were smart. Yeah, but they were not going to remember how much pain you had to go through as these things, figured its way out. But it's coming. It's coming. We're going to. I mean, we've seen it already, over and over again. If we go down to a weekly, right? You go to a weekly. Yeah, let me bring up a weekly here. If we go to a weekly, we've seen it over and over and over again as Bitcoin continues to outpace and go higher. I mean, think about this for a second. When we were down at the 200 and some odd level, or even the $300 level, or even the $500 level, as prices were continuing higher, and I tried to tell somebody that we're going to 20K, they would go, what? It won't even pass gold. Okay? Even though it did pass gold over here, right? They'll be like, no. So anyone telling you like, okay, no, this is not going to go to unbelievable heights. It's not going to go to like and make this thing look small like this. Watch that. Not going to be in the 1.2 million area, making that look small. No. Right? They have no clue what this asset is. Absolutely none. As this thing could make this thing look, once we start moving and get into the areas that we need to be at in order to make Bitcoin money, oh boy, it's going to be a fun ride. That's 200,000. Look at that. I'm too low. 120,000. So let's just go right here, up there. Yeah, take a look at that. See that? It looks like nothing, right? Up here. Right? If we had price action up here, we'd be like, hello, what's going on down there? Whoa, what? Yeah. So that's coming. You just need to be patient. You need to hodl through and buy, right, with your savings. All right, because a lot of people still believe that this is a Bitcoin bubble and it's bursting. It's going to burst soon, right? Oh wait, that's right. This article is from 10 years ago, saying according to the latest Bitcoin watch numbers, there's about 106 million USDs worth of Bitcoin in circulation, and I'm to believe the current Bitcoin mechanics, all of which I've never heard of, are collectively offering goods and services. Oh, sorry, merchants. That's what it says. Bitcoin merchants. Goods and services equivalent to anything close to 100 million. He's missing the point, because it's not about the merchants. It's about the valuation of what's the value of money for people, right? Is money worth equal to all the goods and services? Something that's equal to all goods and services? Yes, it is. And so, since Bitcoin is not that yet, it has to go there first before it can be money. So once it gets there, yeah, it is money. Okay, there's nothing driving up the price of BTC but pure speculation. Yes, true, because speculation of the fact that it will be money, largely from enthusiasts, techies who love the concept of an open source, deregulatory, peer-to-peer currency. Yes, because without that, what we currently have is a regulated, centralized currency which gets printed and given to their best friends. Do you like that? I don't, but apparently you do. I have yet to read okay, careful. Listen to this. This is a key point. I've yet to read a well-researched article by an economist who would share the same eagerness to invest. In fact, most people with economic backgrounds seem wary. Okay, I'm going to stop you there, bud. I'm going to stop you there. Because most economists, right, they're Keynesian economists, right? What's a Keynesian economist? What does a Keynesian economist believe? Let's play a little bit of a clip here.
Get it straight out of your head. Like I said, in the long run, we're all dead. Savings is destruction. That's the paradox of thrift. Don't keep money in your pocket. That growth will never come.
Yes. So you should not save. Because we're going to take it through the printing press, right? And so that's why we have the printing press. So to make sure that you do not save is what the economists of our time saying. They also believe in what's called the broken window theory as well, right? You got to check this video out if you haven't seen it, right? And this rap is very funny, right? There's a two-parter. There's a second part to it as well. It's very, very educational. A little bit on the technical side for most people, but hey, if you understand aggregate demand is just demand of stuff. just remember that. Whenever somebody say aggregates, they just mean stuff. It was a fancy word for stuff. All right. So anyways, you can see I was like 11 years ago, right? When I first watched this was booms come from perception, and it's easy to control perception if you have the power to create money. So a lot of this, right? A lot of things that people do in our economy, they do because the money gets shoved in that area, and so people chase after the money, and so they make mistakes by investing in real estate at the wrong time and investing in stocks at the wrong time because the market pushes the wealth into that direction, but that creates the boom, which ultimately leads to a bust. And eventually that can't continue, right? So in the long run. And so he's like to say that in the long run, we're all dead. But I would like to say to that, with Bitcoin, in the long run, we're all rich. Oh man, that's cool. That's good. That's good. Okay, so we're gonna end this on a little bit of a scary note here, but don't worry, I'm going to explain something to you guys, some technical stuff that to help you calm your nerves. Bitcoin records the second largest block generation time in 11 years. What does that mean? Well, on July 1st, the block generation time for block number 689,301 reached 139 minutes, almost 2 hours and 20 minutes, and the second largest time since the launch of the Bitcoin network. And what does that mean? Well, it means that it took a long time for people's transactions to confirm at that time. And because there's less miners, and when there's less miners, it takes longer. And right now it's currently averaging about 21 minutes for each block instead of the 10 minutes. And you're like, oh my God, this is a disaster. Everything's gonna collapse. Now you're saying it's gonna take 20 minutes to confirm a transaction? Yeah, for now. And the maximum amount of time it's going to take, since China banned Bitcoin mining, is for it to adjust is maximum 4 weeks. Probably less, a lot less, because every I think it's 2,160 blocks, I believe it is. I'm going by memory, and sometimes I'm off on that, but it's around that. It's around that number. Once it gets to that number of blocks, it readjusts the difficulty so that the rest of the miners so that it's a lot easier for them to mine, and then we go back to the 10 minute blocks. And then obviously once the miners come back on, it will readjust back up. And so, yeah, the miners will have a good, easier time eventually in the future. Probably we only have about a week left, or a week and a half before we see the difficulty adjusts, so that now the miners can actually mine at 10 minutes a block and not 20. So it's not a problem, because Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.